Do you know what's going on with that shit?
Nah, all I know is she was emotional about some shit.
Yeah, she like crying because I don't know, something about like her boyfriend. Basically though, like her ex. So she went to the Stream University shit, and she was at a party with a bunch of other creators, and she started twerking in a circle with her friends, and then some niggas in the back, this nigga Quan, came up behind her and it started smacking her ass. But she had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend saw it on the stream and was like, what the fuck, right? And turned up. Now, Quan apologized. He was like, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. But in my head, I'm thinking like, wow, nigga, if you drunk, I would never go like behind a random girl and smack her ass. I don't know. You being drunk is not an excuse. That's some weirdo shit. I was so disappointed when I found out Quan did that shit. I was like, Quan, what the fuck? That is not P. That shit is not P. That shit is not cool, bro. That shit is weird. That's some weird nigga shit. She was just like trying to make it seem like, oh no, like he apologized, it's cool, whatever. And she was saying that she wasn't cheating on him. But I guess she's getting cooked now because people are proving that she was cheating, but we're gonna find out.
I'm just irritated. Like my name just gets slandered so much and I really don't be doing nothing. Like I literally don't be doing nothing. It's just always something. When it comes to my name, it's just always something. Like it's so rare that I see positive stuff about me. And I literally don't do nothing. Like nothing. Like nothing could get worse than that. So it's just like all the hate and everything, like nothing affects me no more. Like it's like I have no feelings no more. All right, y'all, I'm finna just end for a little bit.
Now, as much as I love Cooking with Kya, she can't act as if she doesn't play a part in some of these conversations that's being had around her. When Cooking with Kya first came onto the scene, I was one of the early adopters of her mantra, and just the whole movement that she had going on. I really appreciated that she was very catching with her jingle, introducing some sort of new content, and was putting a spin on the whole cooking content, while having a lot of the world either feeling her or upset at her because of the way that she was going about doing things.
I'm sorry, but I do not like this little Cooking with Kya hoe. First of all, I was on the phone with this dude the other day.
Why she call her a hoe? Oh yeah, this is back when the time where everyone was hating on Cooking with Kya, which I never understood.
Because it was a girl.
I know, but it's just like, it's stupid, bro. Girls just don't want to see a girl that makes niggas happy. They don't like that shit. But I remember, you know, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it on camera. But still, it's just like, girls just be tripping, bro. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's just like, you should be secure enough that this you know, girl is not gonna come and take your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if fucking Chris Brown come out with a new song that all these girls like, I'm not gonna be like, turn that Chris Brown off while you playing Chris Brown. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, cool, listen to the nigga's music, I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? As long as you don't geek out if you ever meet this nigga, like, I don't care. But, yeah.
You gotta say, Cooking with Kya, Cooking with Kya. First of all, don't be singing that on my motherfucking phone. Then, we make it even worse, I can barely cook. I might be able to cook a little cornbread and a little cabbage, but all that, I can't cook like that. Then you got the girl dancing while she cooking. Like, girl, you was doing that for no reason. Like, it would have been cool if the girl didn't have a dump truck. My man is not allowed to watch Cooking with Kya, period, point blank. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care.
But if she didn't have a dump truck, baby, clown her for not having the dump truck.
She looked like,
it made no damn sense.
You know what I'm saying? She looked like a regular person from the Food Network. Nobody would say that.
Nobody, she looked like Rachel Ray, no one would say nothing. Yeah. Nobody would say nothing. If she looked like Ellen DeGeneres, nobody would say nothing. Nobody would give a fuck. But because she looked like, you know, the way she looked, that's the reason why she clouded it, bruh. That's why she got the clout. Like,
she captivated the world with her viral dance, the viral jingle, and shaking her ass while holding a plate of food, which is all good and dandy. Having a hook and a catchphrase while doing some sort of content usually gets people in it. And being popular by any means necessary by no means is a bad thing, except for when you continuously play into it, play it up, and it becomes your personality. And I think that that's what Cooking with Kya is facing. It doesn't help that she's aligned herself with a lot of the people that the internet is having a hard time with right now. After Streamer University, she aligned herself with the likes of DDG, which the internet absolutely hates at the moment.
DD is actually a genuine, nice person. Like, he is shark. He be sharking, but to me, he's just a genuine person. He's never been like a weirdo. He's never been like, he's very respectful.
I feel like as you get to know me more throughout these rounds, you will get to see my heart and see where I really, the type of person I really am. Because, you know, on the line, they paint me as a terrible person, but in real life.
Me too.
Yeah, and I want to tell you in front of all these people, the hate that you getting is because you're pretty. That's it.
And while I do think that that's some of the more recent and bigger issues that Cooking with Kya is facing.
Low key. Low key, bro. Because I'm telling you, like, if she didn't look good, no one would give a fuck.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, if she didn't look good, no one would give a fuck. If she was mid, no one would give a fuck. If she was ugly, they'd be clowning her. If she was ugly. Like, if she was flat and had no ass, or she had, like, no lips or no titties or whatever, if she was just, like, ugly in the face, like, they would be like, okay, but you ugly, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're ugly, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, okay, but you're fat, bitch, but you're fat. It's like...
It's like they can't really say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's just annoying to them because they can't even cook.
Yeah, they can't cook. They don't look as good. And it's like, damn, they can't dance. And they see a girl that, you know, is captivating a bunch of young men. It's just like, I don't understand why, like, you're that insecure with yourself that you feel like your spot is going to be taken. Like, you're threatened like that. Like, I wouldn't trip if a girl, like, you know, if Shorty was listening to her favorite, like, R&B artist, and then, like, maybe he has, like, a fucking summer hit smash that came out, and who gives a fuck? I don't care. Again, as long as you don't geek out, if you ever see this thing, as long as you don't geek out, like,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I fucking love him, oh my god. Like, as long as you don't do no weird shit like that, then it's
fanning out.
that's when it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, no. But like, as long as you don't do that, we good. But if you do that shit, yeah. But yeah, I think people obviously over exaggerate just because she look good. If she didn't look good, bro, people don't give a fuck. They wouldn't even care.
Is facing is who she's aligning with. We cannot skip over the fact that her already persona has been amplified ever since she stepped into the WL community. And it's super strange because even before, when she first got onto the scene, it was very much a tamed and subdued version. I've seen her do cooking streams with Ray. I've seen her do cooking streams with Rakai. I've seen her do cooking streams with even DDG, and they were simple and they were not as lies. But as time went on, we could see her real colors coming out. You see, this community has a very, very strange relationship with women. And we've talked about it before, and of course we'll get into it again. But when a pretty woman, or hell, even any sort of woman is on screen, the object of the joke is them. The idea and what they're targeting is them. And 9 times out of 10 is them. Now, I don't think that any of this stuff is inherently bad. Like, I'm about to show video with Kya in some shorts. She's at the grocery store buying groceries. It's not necessarily bad. But the camera angles decided by the cameramen of these streamers is very, very telling.
And then, like that. That's cool. And then melt that, and then rinse those off, and then throw them in.
I don't even know what the fuck I want to say. Look at you dropping stuff. See? You talking about me? Look, I gotta call out.
Nah, I be dropping stuff a lot. They had a whole debate on Instagram talking about sour cream do not belong in macaroni.
90% of that conversation wasn't even about cooking. It was about...
I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't know this. I know she was caked up like that. She was kind of caked up. She was kind of caked up right there. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. She was kind of caked up right there. I can see how he can come up with that synopsis that she's trying to sexualize herself, because right there, her cakes they were very visual.
Sexual innuendos, and there wasn't really any learning involved at all. It was just, hey, this is her from behind, even though we could get another camera angle. This is her from behind, and hey, look at these little bitty shorts she's got on while we make jokes about macaroni noises. And I cut slack for Cooking with Kya because I understand the game is game and it is what it is. But I already know from past situations with women in the WL, it's not a simple thing of just being on camera and making some jokes certain times. The community at large is going to sexualize you. This is a bunch of young and horny men ready, willing, and able to ship any relationship she's in with any sort of man, whether it be platonic or semi-romantic or whatever, or hell, even if they're just captured on screen together. We've gone through this with Connie Rose, Kalani Rogers, Senna, and whoever else is in the WL. WL is just a certain community on Twitch. I know some of the older people have asked me to break that down before, but this is, you know, Aiden Ross, Agent 00, Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, Phantom, DDG, you know, that side is WL. It's for wins, loss. Is this a W a good thing or an L a bad thing? Just had to break that down.
People were just making shipping jokes and they went too far. And now people are like, oh, you slept with this person, did you, or whatever. And I'm like, you know, for me, I just don't want that to be attached to my name because I did not have any relations with my friends. Do you know what I mean? Or my friend. and that person is my friend, and I want it to be that way. You know, at this point, it's being dragged. Like, it's just being dragged. So I would like it to just go away so that I can, like, not have people do that.
It seems
goes on with these people making these statements and they're actually lying.
What you mean?
Like, how often do we think that happens where, like, you know, someone goes on to plead their case just like how she's pleaded? I'm not saying she is, but...
Oh, in their
it's like,
cabin?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's often. Yeah. I mean, I don't... She probably didn't really do it. I don't think she did. But I'm pretty sure there's cases where, like, motherfuckers is lying. Guy or girl. You know, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, motherfuckers be lying. But, yeah. I think she was telling the truth, though. But... motherfuckers be lying.
It seems like every woman in this community that I talk about, Senna, Lala Batiste yesterday with DDG, Zoe Spencer, Connie Rhodes, Kalani Rogers, just about any woman, and now Cooking with Kya, seems to have some struggles with their perception in the community, romantic relationships, parasocial relationships, you know, just their presence being completely platonic when it comes to a lot of these people. And I already know that there are online pressures that a lot of these young women face when going into the online sphere that push them towards content like OnlyFans and you know, playing into the sex.
Yeah, that was crazy when I found that Kalani Rogers does OnlyFans. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Kalani Rogers. She was this chick on TikTok that went viral during COVID. And she was mad funny too. And I thought it was some trolling shit, but it was real. Like, she actually made an OnlyFans. I think she's getting fucked on it too. It's like, wow. I don't know. I'm pretty confident she made an OnlyFans, and I think that she was getting screwed and shit. Just wow.
That is very, very interesting.
And I already know that there are online pressures that a lot of these young women face when going into the online sphere that push them towards content like OnlyFans and, you know, playing into the sexuality. It's not just that easy to avoid. Most of the jokes surrounding them are normally sexual.
I'm gonna be honest, is it weird if I say that I wanted to be the throat goat, but
that's so...
Why would you say that?
Where it starts to go bad for a lot of them is when they participate in the joke, is when they start leading the conversations, and when these young women fall into the trap that this community has set. Which brings me back to Cooking with Kya and her antics at Streamer University and how I believe we got to the point where she is getting the hate that she is getting today. Cooking with Kya was announced as a professor at Streamer University where she was supposed to teach culinary classes, you know, be a personality, etc., etc. And while her star did take off there, it might have been for the wrong reasons in hindsight. Now, it all started when she went to some sort of party where she was dancing with a couple of content creators, most notably Quan, the fashion content creator from TikTok, and she had her ass slapped on by him. Now, because this is the internet, obviously this was captured and sent out to the ethos, but what we did not know is that she had a boyfriend this whole time who was sitting at a hotel maybe a couple miles away consuming all this, and he proceeded to crash out on the internet, and rightfully so. Now, where Cooking with Kya went wrong within this situation is not only going to a party and dancing with a guy and having him slap your ass and claiming that you didn't feel it. That story felt like rubbish. But regardless of that, coming to the internet and publicly addressing it in the way that she did is where she lost a lot of her credibility and where a lot of credibility to the quote unquote hoe phase name or whatever that she's getting, which I don't believe in. I think that that's totally disrespectful, but this is just what the internet is calling her. They got a lot of it from her response, which was bad, and it was led by something in her early 20s.
I'm not going to speak on his situation because I did have, I'm not going to sit here and cap. Of course I have feelings for him, but I feel like he really did the most about this situation, and the way he's trying to slander my name like I'm a whore. First of all, if I was one, that would be embarrassing for you. Like, why would you stay with a whore? Why would you cry for a whore when she wants you to go get established and that she doesn't want to be in a relationship? Why would you literally cry? Y'all cry.
So, you know, so what she said, she was like, when her boyfriend was mad after he saw the video and he was crashing out on the stream and on Twitter, she was saying that she told him before to go get established, but he didn't. And it was kind of like, why the fuck would you say some stupid ass shit like that? Because it's like, you're a whole girl selling sexuality online to a bunch of men, and you're telling your boyfriend in the same field that you're in to get in your level. How the fuck do you expect him to compete with you? You're a whole girl selling sex.
Right. And
it's
I'm
like,
not saying like.
of course you're gonna have a lot more like views and a lot more support and a lot more eyes and opportunity than him. Like, you're a pretty girl. Yeah. And that's why it's like literally it's like cutting off someone's legs in a race, and then you're like asking how come they can't run fast. It's like, what? Like, bro, like you're a. Shit's just stupid, bro. I don't understand. When she said that shit, I was like, what? That literally makes no fucking sense, bro.
And
like,
I
no sense at all.
You know, the slander as far as get established. Now, obviously, we don't know their situation. We don't know their relationship, right?
Yeah.
But it's like to say that.
Yeah, but what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, if she was talking about as far as like to get like his fan base stuff, then that's like kind of like what the fuck. But if she was saying established as far as like go get a job, a car, you know, maybe a little apartment, whatever, just get like situated, that's different. That okay, cool, I get that, I support that. Right. But if it's on some shit that's like, nah, you gotta have like 1 million subscribers by February, like what? But we'll see.
Never seen a man cry like that. And I'm not, men can cry, but it just got to the point where it's like, dang, like every time I tell you anything like that, like you should take, like that should be a good thing. I just want you to be established. That's all I want.
And so what a lot of people surmise from that, and probably what I did too, is that being around all these other established content creators let her be wild and free and forget about the commitment that she made at home. Regardless of anything, there were some conversations it seemed like that were had beforehand, and she decided to go ahead and not acknowledge them or, you know, just go against them when she got to Streamer University. Then in front of the millions of people watching this content, she emasculates him, talks about how he's crying, talks about how he's not getting any money, all these different things. And I can see why the dog piling is coming. Like, I can hear the barking in my ear. Now, if these are her true feelings, I would think that she would just not have this conversation online, because this does not seem like it's for public consumption. But so naturally, people were going to be ticked off about this. And the fact that right after the apology, she got into more twerking.
Let the way you touch my body.
And I would say that that was the only sexual acts and playing into the sexual conversations that Kya did at Stream University, but I would be totally wrong. There was also videos of her having not one, but 2 nip slips and then laughing about it. And I can't show them, but trust me, they're out there. I don't even think that they're actual nip slips. It's just playing into the sexual nature of the whole matter. So when you play into the sexual manner, this group is already sexualizing you. The outcomes, obviously, later down the line are going to come affect you. There are going to be people that are calling you names. There are going to be people that are bashing you. And then when you're having serious issues online with your mental health and stability, people aren't going to take it seriously.
Bloopers. Get to the twerking part.
It don't even look like it no more. It don't look good.
I know nigga don't be giving no fuck. Get to the part that's good.
Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya.
Time to hit the gym, my boy. Time to hit the gym, my boy.
And mind you, that's the same stream where she decided to end early because she was feeling very emotional about the hate that she was getting. Look, I'm not saying the conversations that people are having about Kya are cool or right, because I've seen some out-of-pocket name calling when it comes to her. But I do believe that she is now starting to play into that conversation and culture that surrounds women in the WL. She went on an E-Date last night, featured by Aiden Ross and a bunch of other streamers. And naturally, there's going to be some discourse about that. I mean, the parasocial epidemic is outrageous. My word of advice to her, and I know people are going to make it seem like I'm hating, but trust me when I say this is coming from a place of genuine care for her mental stability and all this. She just lost her sister not too long ago, and it seems like she's actually really going through some stuff, especially as a young woman with all this fame and, you know, this seemingly fortune coming into her to existence. Kya, this community sexualizes women. Full stop. It is very easy to play into those conversations, but once you are in it, it is also very hard to get that stigma off of you. Play the game smart. Play the game the right way. Otherwise, there's going to be more days of hate. And while people are telling you, hey, that's hate, don't worry about it, just keep doing you, they will keep featuring you on their videos and getting higher views and higher views because you are an attractive woman, while you have to deal with the misery, while you have to deal with the pain, while you have to deal with the anguish, and while you have to deal with the plethora of hate comments that you get by women, by men calling you hoes and all other sorts of names. Be cautious.
Yeah, all right, that's a good take. I agree with that. That's a good take, because at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas, like, they do need beautiful women for their videos. Like a lot of times, dog, like that's one of the main parts of the recipe to get viral. It's like having beautiful girls in your video. You get a bunch of girls in your video, bro, your video's gonna get views, bro. Your video's gonna get views. Because niggas love and girls love looking at pretty girls. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, that's true because if they make content with her, no, they're gonna go viral. But then at the end of the day, people are still gonna call her whores, bitch, and sluts and all types of shit.
Because
So
some girls, right, they just be hating. It's just as simple as that. Like, people don't, you know what I'm saying? They see a pretty girl, that's, you know, like we said before, like you cook and all these other things, and, you know.
yeah, I feel bad for her boyfriend though. I know that nigga's probably like mad as hell. I'll be pissed too. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like you gotta know better, bro. You sending your girl off to some shit like that. It's like, nigga, you feeding her to the wolves. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I was about to say. Like, I up until this point, this is news to me.
Yeah.
It existed.
You gave her up like an offering, like to like a god or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, to a couple.
I don't
well, actually, that's glazing. Let me too much. But you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think we ever
on some biblical shit.
having a boyfriend, so.
Yeah, I never knew too.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, she's doing all this with a boyfriend. A girl doing all that, for me, like, I wouldn't have thought off break that they were in a relationship.
And that's the reason why niggas be like, I don't want you dancing at no club or no bar or nothing like that, because shit like this happens.
Exactly.
Like something as simple as this. Right. And it could have been so innocent, but that sparked the argument that happened a week ago, which was based on some shit that happened last year. And then now that shit's got dug into, and then it just opened up a whole new cut, peeling back the Band-Aid, and now on some other bullshit. It's like just a bunch of shit that just happened, bro. That's like the reason why, like, I just stay away from clubs. There's no point of me going to the club. Right. I don't have a reason to. I know for sure, like me, one, if I go to a club, I have to be in a section. I have to. I'm sorry. The last 4 or 5 years of my life, I was in tables, and I just can't be in VIP. And it's just because the people, there's too many people, too many drinks spilling everywhere, too many niggas want to fight for no reason. There's too many girls around, too many beautiful girls. Why you want to fight, nigga? There's too many girls. That's how I know you don't get no bitches.
Right.
Because you're so occupied on trying to fight niggas and trying to emasculate niggas when you need to focus on the target. Bitches, like, what are you doing? Niggas weird.
They take the bitches as the damn crowd, the audience.
Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, the fuck? But you have to deal with that so many times. So that's the reason why I'm just like, I'm good off that. But because I be in a section, like, I already know what time it is. If I'm out there, bro, all the time, I pull up, I got, you know, different whips, I got fits, you know, I'm in the section, I got money, I got bottles, I got gas, I got my fly nigga, I'm good, look good. Like, bro, like, at the end of the day, it's like, if you are like that and a lot of the other guys you're with are also like that, then it's like, females see that, especially if it's like 3 of y'all and you have like a table of like 10 girls. It's like, bro, like, shit's gonna happen. Like, I already know what time it is if I go out, because it's like, look at the recipe, look at the surroundings. Like, she gonna give it up. She gonna give it up, bro. She ain't never seen no shit like this before. And it's not even like, I'm not doing it big. I'm not. Really, none of us are. But it's just like, I feel like a lot of these girls, like, you'd be surprised, like, a lot of these girls that come from, like, Manassas, Richmond, they come from, like, way deeper down, like, Virginia, way deeper down the state, way deeper down Maryland, way deeper, like, in, like, Maine or, like, weird areas, like, in West Virginia and shit, and they come out to these places. They never seen shit like this before. So something like me, which is pretty well, I don't have a Ferrari. I have a dope ass car. I have two. I don't got no Ferrari though. But even my shit to her is like, wow. Huh? But even my shit to her is like, wow, this is crazy. So it's like, I can only imagine what a Ferrari would make her do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I already know what time it is. That's the reason why I don't go out. Because I already know what it's going to be. Like, it's just going to be opportunity of just sex. And even if I don't want to do it, like, why would I put myself in a line of fire? I'll only do it if I'm there to make content or if I'm there to make some money. Or if we're celebrating some shit. If I got invited out and like, yo, bro, it's my birthday, you want to celebrate, then cool. But if not, bro, I'm good. But that's the reason why you got to control. You know what I'm saying? Your girl going out, bro. I don't give a fuck what people say, bro. No. It's not the same effect of a nigga trying to touch on a girl than a girl trying to touch on a nigga. It's a different type of effect. It's just different. Like, as a dude, like, I can easily shake off a girl. If a girl tries to touch me, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no thank you. Like, please don't touch me. And I think at that point, girls aren't already used to guys telling them, no, don't touch them. So they're already gonna get the hint. Oh, he probably has a girlfriend. Okay, lean back off. And she probably in this club, so lean back off. She's probably looking at me right now. I just don't know it. Type shit. Starts looking around and shit. Gets clobbered. Bing. Yeah. But yeah, dog. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, that's why I trust me. There's just no reason going out. But yeah.
Turn out that you not shit. Moving on, that's easy too. Quit acting like I'm not rich. Fuck these IG hoes, I'd rather have a block bitch. She been playing on my heartstrings like a guitar pick. I know what broken hearts mean. Was trying to